Well, good morning everyone, and welcome back. We are out here on the kayak yet again, and we're going back to basics today. Oh my god, there is a ginormous squid just there. I'm gonna get you on my head quickly, and he's just munched it right there. Oh my god, we are getting interrupted in the best way possible. Oh my goodness, he's a yak turner. I literally no sooner oh, what I was going to say was I'm back out here going back to basics, targeting some beautiful southern calamari, and we just get interrupted by an absolute slob. Oh my goodness, what a squid. I'll just get this guy out the net. What a wonderful squid. That is a big one. Oh, look at him. Wow, that is a beauty. Well, what I was going to say, ladies and gentlemen, was we are back out here targeting some squid, back out on the York Peninsula yet again. And well, after Chrissy, the squid section of my freezer got absolutely smashed, so we need to restock the squid in the freezer, and that's what today is all about. And that's a great way of showcasing how good squidding can be and how visual squidding can be. We've got a lot of floating weed around at the moment, but that's okay. We'll get this guy off the squid jig and we'll get back out there. I reckon we need to paddle back around to where we got that one. Oh, they're fighting each other. They're fully fighting each other over it. He's got it. He's got it. That was so cool. And if one grabs on like that, you see it so nicely. There he is. Oh, you see him? Look at him, look at him, look at him. Oh my god, the little jack. The little jack. Are you kidding? Well, good morning, ladies and gents. You join me here in the beautiful York Peninsula yet again. And well, the spot that I know that I can get a few squidders out that way, about a K. But just looking at the grounds here, they just look too good not to fish. So we're going to give them a little bit of a go. I'm just going to do the old rod rotation. See if we'll have a few casts around this spot here just to see if we can't pick up the lazy squid. But what we are dealing with at the moment is a whole bunch of floating weed. It's okay. Now I did get a new sound, as you might have seen earlier on, but I haven't got the transducer connected because I need a new adapter for the bottom of my kayak, so I've got no idea what sort of depth that I'm fishing at the moment. I imagine it's probably about 4.5 to 5 meters of water, and that's pretty deep for what I normally fish for squid. I usually fish sort of 3 meters or less. It's just worth it. Like, this water is super duper clear. Just worth having a squiz for the squid, especially at this sunrisey sort of time. Tied on this morning at the moment. It's a beautiful Gancraft King George whiting. It is a very, very nice little squid jig, this one. The reason for picking it, now you could really toss up between using a red underfoil jig or a golden underfoil jig. It's probably slightly better to use a red underfoil jig at the moment, given how low the sun is in the sky, just because it's more visible to the squid underwater. But the gold underfoil is for that just after that first light sunrise sort of time, where the sun is a bit higher in the sky. Sun is golden, use a golden jig. It's a good way of thinking about it. I think after this cast we're just going to punch right over to where the zone is, or was at least a couple of years ago. I haven't fished it for a couple of years, so it could just be crap. But really, main goal this morning is to get some hands on some squid. Right, well this is more the depths that I normally fish. This is still a little bit shallow actually, but we'll give it a cast around here. What I've learnt over the years is there's not much that is too shallow for squid. They hang around some very, very shallow waters, and just means that you have to be a little bit more on top of working your squid jig, but it can be super duper rewarding if you manage to find them in super shallow. Sort of good we're drifting back out as well, so hit the deeper grounds. Righto, slight change yet again. I'm not sure how well you can see this through the GoPro, but the water is super duper clear right now, which is really good for squid. But I suppose the things that might be hurting us for squid a little bit is the how quick the tide's running at the moment. Squid are a funny old critter, and they are quite good swimmers, but they tend to go into a little bit of hiding when the tide is really racing. So if you're talking moons, if you're talking tides for squid, I find sort of like the moons that are nothing special, sort of like those mid moons where you get a little bit of tide movement. It's not like crazy like it is right now, and obviously you want some clear water as well. Anywhere that's clear water, you're going to tend to find squid on grounds like this, those real big seagrass beds. I'm just hoping that a little bit of that tide movement is sort of taken away by the fact that we're in a bit of like a bay. Like without really a breath of wind, we're moving right about 0.5 k an hour, which means that is just all tide movement that's moving us around at the moment, which is pretty cool. It's cool to see such strong tides, and I'm not even out there where it gets a hell of a lot stronger. Just have a cast around in this spot. If it's no good, punch it out just a little bit further out that way. I'm pretty sure that's sort of where I got them last time, but I mean, with this sort of ground and this clear water, there shouldn't really be any excuses not to get them in this sort of area as well. Oh, there's a squid. There's a squid just there. Squid just there. Oh, there's two. There's two squid right on it. Oh, they're fighting each other. They're fully fighting each other over it. He's got it. He's got it. That was so cool. The other one literally pushed this guy out the way, and I have actually got the groundbreaking technology here. We've got a squid bucket that I haven't deployed yet, a bit stupidly. But we'll get this squid bucket deployed, And we'll hopefully get this guy in, because there was another one down there. It's a beautiful size one. The other one was bigger as well. We'll just do a little plonk out, see if his mate's there. Well, I think his mate's on it as well. He got it. Woo-hoo-hoo. Oh yeah. Nice. Not the biggest of squid. Oh, wouldn't be squidding without just firing ink. Absolutely. I've literally got the squid bucket for that, mate. All over the new sounder. Bloody hell. Oh, and there's another one. Oh, just got it on the 90+ angle technique. It's become standard practice here on the Ollie Squidding page channel. If you don't know it, it's bloody easy to learn. Cast out, 90+ angle on your rod, and you basically just watch your rod tip, you feel your line, and if one grabs on like that, you see it so nicely. Oh, hopefully you saw that, because that is a perfect demonstration of the 90+ angle technique. And when they're just schooled up like that, when you're drifting, it is the best way to squid. And this guy here is only just on, so we're gonna bring him around, shoot him that way. Top gear, top tip is when you net them, make sure they're pointing away from you. Otherwise you're gonna get a very inky face and kayak. It's the biggest one of the day. Squid number 4. Get back out there, 90+ angle technique. We found ourselves a little patch here, which is just brilliant. Now that one hit extremely aggressively, so I probably wouldn't have got that guy if I wasn't using the 90+ angle technique. If I was more straight, he would have pulled hooks. He was only just hooked as well. Sort of shows the importance of getting this technique down pack. It is it's a real good one. Super duper easy, especially for when you're drifting these shallow waters. It's a beautiful little patch though. Don't mind it. They are just such strange critters, these things. They were so timid, that first one was so timid to hit, and almost just got like defensive. He got like territorial, and as soon as I got that first one, sometimes it just sends him into a feeding frenzy, and then other times it can just send them off the bite completely. And it really, I'm not 100% sure what causes it, but yeah, something does. Whether it's just like what sort of mood the squid are in, if they're in a sort of fighty, flighty sort of mood, you know, do they tend to nick off, or do they tend to stick around? You never know. Back in a bit closer again, back towards where we got them, towards the start there, in the sticks now, really quite shallow. Gonna see if I can't tempt a few that are sort of pushed up onto these real shallow weed beds over the high tide. But we'll drift back over that sort of ideal depth quite shortly, because the drift is quite quick, especially when it's quite glassy like this. I find the squid really push up. I think if it's a little bit swelly, a little bit choppy, they sort of sit that little bit deeper. They don't push in as shallow. Whether it's like again like a sort of current movement thing, I'm not 100% sure, but I reckon they do push up a lot more in those glass off sort of conditions like today. Now I wonder, so we've got Mr. Timid literally just there. I wonder if we'd switch to a little jack. We might just switch to a little jack quickly just to see if that is his problem, if he wants a smaller profile, sort of slower sinking jig. It's the current squid jig of the month. We'll whack it on and see if that can't tempt him into biting. Hyper realistic sort of squid jig. Chuck this fella out. See if that can't get him to bite. Straight away. Oh, he dropped it. No. But that was literally straight away. That's incredible. Legit straight away switching to that hyper realistic little jack onlyest. And he's definitely not keen on coming back now. Damn. But how interesting is that though? Oh well, we'll go back in, fish the shallows. First cast after a move. We've got a beautiful little squid here, on by just one candle. It's like sort of second cast with the new squid jig of the month. Onto the second squid, first one that we've landed. So first cast was a successful one, other than dropping it right at the last minute. This cast is a successful one as well, and he's just squirted water all up me, which is nice of him. Got a fountain display happening. This squid jig here is the Strictly Squidding squid jig of the month for January, which is the first squid jig of the month for the 2025 year. So happy new year to everybody out there. This one here, I've picked it for January because of the clearer water that you get in summer and still calmer conditions like this. And it is just the perfect squid jig for summer conditions. Hence why it is the squid jig of the month. Now, shoppers, you'll enjoy 15% off this squid jig. Not sure the exact cost. I think, actually I've got no idea, but you can check it out in the link in the description down below. I'll leave a little discount code down there for you guys to find for the rest of the store, not for the squid jig of the month. But yeah, it's a very, very awesome squid jig, and it deserves to be in a lot of tackle boxes this summer. It is just an absolute ripper. Got another squid here. It's not big at all. In fact, it is very, very small, but it is a whiting bait, and that's what we need. So just gonna give it another cast. Just out there. That was using the 90° plus angle technique. Just saw the line just slowly being taken in. That's a great indicator. There is a squid holding onto your squid jig and moving away very, very slowly. Just get a load of these conditions today. Wow. Like just complete glass off. I mean, it doesn't really get too much better than this. On to another squid here. It's not a big one. They really haven't been whole heap of big ones today. It's a nice little squid nonetheless. Oh, he's only just on as well. We'll definitely net this fella. Oh, and there's a follower in behind it as well. There's definitely a follower. So we'll get this guy up and in. And there was a follower 100% back there. And we'll try. First we'll see if he's interested or not. I want to see if I can get him to eat close to the kayak. There he is. There he is. Oh, you see him? Look at him, look at him, look at him. Oh my God, the little jack. The little jack. Are you kidding? Oh, he's only just on again. Mate, that was awesome. The little jack only, the clear glow. Oh, I love it when they're like that. Here we go, we'll get a look at him on the little jack. These lures in these conditions are next level. We'll just cast it out there again. 90+ degree angle technique. That's what got the first one out of those two there. So we'll see if I can't get another one, whether there was another one there or not. Oh, there was. There was. We'll get him to eat close. Look at him cruising in. It's a nice squid too. He's just seen me, I reckon. I reckon he's seen me. He's coming though. He's hanging out a little bit further back. That's it, we'll just plonk a cast on him. He's definitely interested in it. But I think he just saw the kayak, that one then. There you go, he's seen it. He's cruising over. And he's got it. Yeah. Oh, I've only got him on by a candle here though, which is less than ideal. It's always the nerve-wrackers when you got him on just by a little candle. You just got to play them nice and slowly. Just make sure that your arm is that extension of the rod. Make it that suspension. And we've got him. Nice little pack of 3 there. On the squid jig of the month. The Strictly Squidding squid jig of the month. Get your hands on it now. Limited stock. I believe, at least at filming it, there's only 5 in stock at the moment, so get in quick. Get your squid jig of the month now. Now we've got a gorgeous example of a pied cormorant. Absolutely gorgeous. Nice white feathers, big plump size as well. He was just cruising around with his head underwater, seeing what he can see. They're almost like snorkelers in that regard. They're quite good swimmers. Oh, something's busting up over there. We are on to another little squid here. It's not big. Nowhere near as big as the last one. But it is a squid. The last one seemed to be like a bit of a anomaly. Still a nice little one. Oh, that went all over me. Oh no. Bloody hell. We'll cast back out there. Christ. Hopefully they didn't get you up there. I'll give you a precautionary clean up there regardless. A nice little one. I think that's number 10. I think we've just hit double digits.